fourth grade. This is a review for your quiz on Chapter 11, Lessons 1 through 5. We're going to work on 234 and 235 in your textbook. You are going to do the even problems only. There are 42 problems altogether. If you're doing the evens, that means you'll be doing 21 of them. Okay, I'm going to do a few on each page to help you know what to do. Okay, so I'm going to start with number 2. It says to draw a number line to solve 4/5 minus 3/5. So remember, if we draw a number line, okay, to subtract, okay, we're doing 4/5 minus 3/5. So I need to label my number line in fifths. So this would be 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. Should be 4/5. And 5/5 would be 1. Okay, I'm going to go from 0 all the way to 4/5. And then count back 3/5. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5. And we end at 1/5. So 4/5 minus 3/5 equals 1/5. Okay, number 1, you don't have to do the evens, but I'm just going to go over that. It says draw a fraction strip to solve 5/10 plus 4/10. So I'll draw a fraction strip here. Okay. So if it's a fraction strip, we have 10 sections all going across like this. Okay, and if I want to show 5/10 plus 4/10, I'd shade in 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10. So that's 5/10 plus 4/10. I'm going to use another color now to do the other 4/10. Use my purple marker. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10. Okay, so I can see that I have 9/10 shaded in. 9/10. Okay, in the next section on 3 through 9, and remember you're only doing the evens. I'm sorry, 3 through 8. That is just adding fractions. You don't have to use a model unless you want to. So for instance, on number 3, remember you're doing the evens, so I'm going to do some of the odd problems. 3/8 plus 2/8. Remember, you only add the numerators if the denominator is the same. So 5/8. Okay, and the next section is on subtracting. So number 9, I have 6/6 minus 1/6. My denominators are the same, so I subtract my numerators. So it would be 5/6. Okay, number 15 asks me which is equivalent to 3/10 plus 6/10. Well, I can add that and see that that equals 9/10. So I have to decide which of these equals 9/10. Okay. I have 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 8/10. So that's 2/10 plus 8/10 equals 10/10. So it's not A. All right, and B, I have 3/10 plus 2/10 plus 5/10. Notice how I'm solving all of them to figure it out. Okay, and I have 3 plus 2/10 is 5/10 plus 5/10 is 10/10. So it's not B. All right, C is 2/10 plus 2/10 plus 4/10. 2/10 plus 2/10 is 4/10 plus 4/10 is 8/10. So it's not C. So let's check D. That's all I have left, but we have to check and make sure it's correct. 3/10 plus 5/10 plus 1/10. So 3/10 plus 5/10 is 8/10 plus 1/10 equals 9/10. So it would be D. D is the correct answer. All right, the next part tells you to decompose each fraction into unit fractions. Remember, unit fractions have 1 as a numerator. So on number 17, 4/5, if I decompose that into unit fractions, the sum of unit fractions, it would be 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. Okay, I have 4 1/5s. So that's how I did that as a sum of unit fractions. All right, then on page 235, the next part just says to decompose each fraction. It doesn't say unit fractions, so you can do it any way that you like. So let's look at 23. 23 is 6/8. Okay, lots of different ways. I can do 1/8 plus 5/8. I can do 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8. I can do 3/8 plus 3/8 plus 3/8. I can do 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 4/8. Anyway, so that I get 6/8. Okay, lots of different ways. You only have to write one way. And the next section is subtraction. So 31 says 5/12 minus 4/12. My denominators are the same, so I just subtract my numerators. That would be 1/12. Okay, and then 40 you need to figure out which is equivalent to 9/10 minus 1/10. So you have to subtract 9/10 minus 1/10, which equals 8/10. Now you have some decomposed fractions there, or some sums. You need to figure out which one of those is 8/10. And then number 41. You don't have to do 41, you have to do 42. So I'm going to do 41 for you. It says the longer side of a rectangle, the longer sides of a rectangle both measure 3/10 of a meter. So we know we have a rectangle. The longer sides are 3/10 of a meter. And the shorter sides both measure 1/10 of a meter. Okay, it says what is the perimeter of the rectangle? Remember that perimeter is the distance all the way around. So a rectangle has 4 sides. So I'm going to have 4 numbers to add. So I have 1/10 plus 3/10 plus 1/10 plus 3/10. So I have all 4 sides that I need to add together. When I add that, that would be 8/10 because 1/10 plus 3/10 is 4/10 plus 1/10 is 5/10 plus 3/10 equals 8/10. So the perimeter equals 8/10 meter, which is less than 1 meter. So you go ahead and do the even problems on 234 and 235, and we'll have a quiz on Friday.